Okay, alright. Good evening, everyone. Oh, sound's a little loud. Sound is a little loud. Let's lower that. For me, anyways. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello. You know the way. Once again. I now understand you're quoting a song, so it's a lot less confusing. At least for me for now. Alright. So today's gonna be a shorter stream. I'm gonna be focusing mainly on dailies and stuff, although I will be doing some other things. Let's see. I did play earlier today to do some commissions, so I did my commissions today already. So I could get that out of the way, which is why I'm here at the moment. Xiangling. So I do need these for upgrading weaponry, but Claymore, Catalyst Egg, or about the sword? No matter. We do need these to craft our 4-star weaponry, and they are dropped by bosses, so might put that on hold for now. I want to head over to the Adventurers Guild, so it's hey. Hello, good evening. I don't know how you say that in Portuguese, actually. Give me a second here. Good evening. Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Noite. Oh, I was supposed to say noite, but it's noichi. Noichi. Boa noite. Beautiful friend. Yeah, hello. Boa noite pra você também. I don't know that. Okay. Pra is 4. Okay, I'm learning words. Hey Catherine. Alright, let's claim. We can have 4 now? Oh boy. It's really cool. Okay. So I do want to upgrade Xiangling here. And we can. Okay. Ascend. Okay. We've run out of material and such, but that's okay. Oh, we have so many books for her. Alright, Xiangling. I got you your books, my girl. Got you your books. You know the way? Do you know the way? The way. Do you know the way? The white to sell, I think I'm gonna keep using. Let's upgrade it. We're gonna just... I can't even do that. I'm too poor. Okay. I'm curious, because I'm gonna just redo my setup here. Well, I want to keep me, Noelle, Barbara for the heals, and we'll replace Ember for Xiangling here. I know for Xiangling in particular, she's slightly less easy to work with. Okay. Need more meat, so we'll do that. Yeah, official. I don't really use you much, so that's fine. The U. Got 2 things here I want to grab. Beidou, you're really weak. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of. I need to focus on leveling Beidou eventually. So those are my 2 electric users. I do have a 3rd one in Lisa. I don't really want to use her. Amber, I suppose. I do have 1 more expedition member, but there's not really anything I really care too much about. Like these rocks I can actually get pretty easily. So for now it's fine. We'll keep it at 3. I don't really need the rest right now. So in terms of dailies, we still gotta use resin. I've used 60 so far. Defeat 10 elite opponents. That's not bad. And the ley line deposit's not bad either. How much resin do I have right now? I'm at 99. We can do 2 elite opponents actually. And I want to get Noelle stronger. Alright, so we do need to take out the Geo guy again. I don't actually know. Is this flat on the ground? I don't know the elevation difference here. I tried doing that other teleport. Kazuma! Hello! Konnichiwa! Konbanwa, actually. Not konnichiwa, konbanwa. Genki? Alright, let's go mine these rocks. Wait, that's not... I definitely want to try Zhangling for this Geo fight. So as it turns out, the Geo fight, Noah's really good for it, but that's only for killing off the boulders. Should I just call you Traveler? Whichever. You're really strong at just taking the guy out, period. So. Music. Ooh, crab. Got the crab. Nice. Need that. Okay, so based on the path, I do need to go around. So I am not sure which way is actually faster. Don't really feel like having to kill everything every single time I come over here, but for you two, I'll just quickly finish off. I do that. Come over here and then use this. Você sabe onde fica a ilha secreta? I don't know what that means, so give me a second here. Do you know where is the secret island? Nella tem un bao raro. It's a rare chest. There are many secret islands, so maybe. Existem muitas ilhas secretas então talvez.
Existem muitas ilhas secretas, então talvez.
I have no idea what the program just said, even though I just listened to it. You know YouTube. What? I do my best to keep the game stuff on my own exploration. Eu faço meu melhor para manter as coisas do jogo em minha própria exploração.
Eu faço o meu melhor para manter as coisas do jogo em minha própria exploração.
Are you enjoying the Portuguese, terrible Portuguese, Kazuma? I recognize this absolutely bad, but it's whatever. Yeesh. Of course. Alright. I can almost ascend Noelle again, which is kind of nice. I really do want to. Hello, big boy, Geo. Level 50. Come on. Of course. Okay. 2, 3, 4, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 1, 2, it's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, 1, 2. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is a long sentence. I'll have to shove that into the translator to see what it's saying, but for now, over that way, over this way, dodge it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Where are you going now? So this barrier thing protects us from what's happening right now. It's kind of necessary, but yeah, it's whatever. Good. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay. Does someone actually out DPS me at the moment? I actually don't know. Can you try? Over this way. Come in. It's a good thing, like, Noelle is just so good for this fight. Any unexpected reactions. Let's try this again. Boop, 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 boop. Close. Okay, yeah, it's a fair, about even, I'd argue, but who knows, really. I need actual damage charts to actually figure that out. Okay. Next time. We're almost done here, actually. What's nice is that, thanks to Xiangli, I can activate Swirl. Okay, I kind of blew everything all at once and it's not really paying off here. Unfortunate. Ooh! Nice dodge. Swing up. It's the 5th swing. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Let's grab this. So, are you good at Japanese? Okay. It's I haven't used it in recent times, so it's actually pretty bad at the moment. But I will do my best to communicate in Japanese. Oh. For the Portuguese, if you were talking about the island not on the map, I already finished that. Se você estava falando sobre a ilha que não está no mapa, já terminei.
Se você estava falando sobre a ilha que não está no mapa, já terminei.
Yeah, I'm talking about the unmapped island that Nex was talking about for a while now. I finished a long time ago. Very fun, very fun. Alright, I need 3 more of these stain masks. But yeah, otherwise, no, it's pretty much good to go. Up top. That's very good. Okay. 1, 1509. We need another 91. Oh, do you know a bit Portuguese? Hey, Daniel. Nope. I use a translator. Absolutely do not know any Portuguese. Okay. So I definitely need more money. Ele, meu amigo Tsubasa, aí pra falar comigo, ela usa. He knows a bit of Japanese though. Come on. I've been using Japanese in my off time a fair bit, so I retain some knowledge of it. Can't say I know that much of Japanese though. Okay, so I'm gonna grab myself. I'm gonna do 3 ley line runs. How much time do I have? By time I mean for my weeklies. 3 days, 5 hours. So we have another 3 days left. In that 3 days, we need to do a lot more ley line. I think we can finish the ley line challenge altogether. As for the elite opponent, we can do elite and I think I'll finish the elite and ley lines. But I won't be grabbing the reward. I'll just do them. We definitely need money at the moment. Are you streaming in Twitch? I am. Hit or miss. I want to be Tracer. I stream both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Don't really do any other ones besides these 2. Oh, big boy. Okay. Oh, there's 2 big boys. Dodge. Missed the dodge. Missed the dodge. What is happening? I can't move. Alright, we're just gonna do some Noel action right now. Pepino Gelatico. Hello. I'm guessing you're the hit or miss. It's an assumption. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Hey! Alright, got it right. It's rare. No, I'm up against 2 Beyblades. Oh, one's down? That's interesting. Alright, chaotic circuit, nice. Alright. Does that even reach? I don't actually know where that reaches. That's unfortunate. Burn, baby, burn! Okay. Speed-wise, this isn't actually that bad. Quite comparable to using Amber, actually. I mean, I'm switching a lot. Ultra Masao! Thank you for following. Welcome to the Wildcats. Jumps. Boop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. 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 Good night. Doosh. Just a chaos device? Alright. Give me money. Where's my money, Brian? Where's my money? That's a Family Guy reference for those of you who don't know. Man, I love that scene. So funny. Oh, so funny. He is my friend. Okay, cool. Good to know, good to know. Can I have tips for learning Japanese? I can only read here again at most. Well, there's Cosmo. There's spoken, and then there's I always say for learning any language. It doesn't have to be Japanese. I'm watching because my resident is out. Hey. I'm always wondering, do you just casually switch between Twitch and YouTube, or do you just whatever's convenient at the time? As a both Twitch and English speaker, I feel powerful in this chat. Daniel, you are like super powerful. You don't have to feel powerful, you are powerful. Know that you're powerful. You have the power of 2 languages that people are speaking in one chat. Tim cuantos años. Again with the asking how old I am question. Yikes. Honestly, it's I don't mind answering. It's just seems to be like one of the most frequently asked questions I get, and I don't understand it. Considering I always answer, it's something I answer on stream, maybe like at the very least once. I just don't understand it. Twitch is more useful for mobile because I can read something while watching you. Ah, okay. Cool. Good to know. Just curious, since I do stream to both platforms, but personally, I rarely bounce back between both platforms as frequently as I see some people. At least for one streamer, but then again, I don't watch many streamers who stream on both platforms. Yeah, I mean, you're a VTuber lol, but I do get, sometimes people get curious. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting thing to ask. At least, it is the most asked question for me. Like people, I used to get questions like, do you watch anime? What's your favorite anime? What do you like? Do you like cats? Do you like fish? I find, people ask me about my year too often. But it might be just the people asking, because I know my friend here has asked me about that. Was it him? I might be misremembering then. I'm not gonna say it. I think I might be misremembering. If I am, I'd rather not. My memory's not in the right place right now for me to say. Okay. Now we should be able to rip this thing apart, right? That's like your specialty, with being fire and all that. Oh, hey. Yeah, this fire ability of Zangling's is really nice. Oh, she's so squish. Music. Alright, you can stop that. Do you know who I am? I'm Pickle Rick. Ah, yes. The, shoot. What's that show name called again? Everyone loves it. Rick and Morty, there it is. Okay, you know what that does explain the questions I get from you if you're 11 years old, and your ability to retain certain answers I give out. But I think the biggest surprise is that you've managed to use a translator at your age to communicate with me. I think that's extremely impressive. No, not you. My buddy over here, crying face. I think that is something to be very proud of, because I remember when I was 11 years old, I was watching television and not doing anything with my life because I was such a young child, and there was nothing to do with being raised in a poor family, right? You get to watch TV. Ah. Yeah. I knew how to use a computer. I knew English. At 11. I watched YouTube. That's like my achievements back then. playing Club Penguin. Ever play? Oh my goodness, yes, Club Penguin, Neopets, Maripets, all the different pets. Mini clips. For all you old folks out there, I'm old. You guys, as kids, you guys remember bonus.com for all your fun little games? Stickgames.com, MoFunZone. Ah, the nostalgia trip. Alright, money's this way. Making money's over here. I think the one game I enjoyed a ton as a child that I never found a real... It was gold. In Brazil we had Click Hogel's site for these games. Oh, cool. Any fun math game websites? I know that's like something that even teachers allowed kids to do on their school laptops back in the day, or back in my back when I was a kid. Anyways, we had like school laptops which are like from Dell, which were terribly slow. It'd take like 15 minutes to boot up. Used to play GTA Vice City. Oh my goodness, GTA as a child. I can't really condemn that because I had a friend who was like maybe 5 years old that was also playing the GTA games. Like he had Liberty City and stuff on a PSP, and the kid like just kept like his vocabulary was nothing but swear words. It was so whoa. Foxy, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, Foxy? Oh, get this guy over here. Nice. You still only have 2 viewers. I mean, my YouTube side generally has between 1 and maybe 6 viewers, but yeah. I mean, my Twitch side of things, I'm not expecting too many viewers. Oh, of course that's gonna happen. I tried God when I was young, but I didn't expect to parent me whatsoever. Isn't God of War a good game? I swear God of War is a really good game. I only remember positive reviews of the game. Low views? Yeah, I mean, again, part of being an entertainer on a platform like Twitch is, I suppose, either finding your audience or making yourself known to your audience, and if not, then it's all about catering to your audience to get a higher view count, which I don't do. I like to be me. I don't like to be other people. Yay, daily's done. You're tired? Well, I hope you're getting some good rests then. Getting rest is also important. Part of a balanced daily lifestyle. I want to make sure I get this. I don't want to lose out on this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Spiral Abyss Challenge 8-3. We'll see. We have 25 days. By the end of this month, maybe we'll be able to clear 8-3. We'll see. That one looks really difficult. For our weekly, we still need to do more ley lines and defeat opponents. We're out of resin. Got lost again. Senna! Hello, Senna. Good evening. I used to play Roblox a lot when I was 12. I never actually managed to get into Roblox. I know other people have, and I've seen gameplay a little bit. I can't say I've seen a lot. I've seen a little bit. Do Neko boys only have animal ears, or do they have both animal and human ears? I mean, are these not ears to you? Bro, I'm 15 and still play Roblox. I think a lot of games out there, as long as they're allow enough creative freedom, do not have a maximum age to them. You have both. Exactly. I can tell you right now, having both does not mean my hearing is exponentially better. Unfortunately. It's a common misconception. Some people, again, there could be outliers. You could have a very good hearing feline person, but some only have one. Yeah. We're not all the same. It's like humans. You're not all the same either. Everyone's different. Alright. Oh, fire enemies. That should be it for these 4. Are you a different breed of Neko? I am my own breed of Neko. You are correct. 15 is still 15 is very young. If you're under, I mean, if you're under 18, under the what most would assume to agree with to be age of consent and legal age, then you are young. Don't make that mistake. You are young. I forgot to get the name. Good game on my policy. I'm gonna get some water BRB. Okay. There's 11 enemies here. I'm child. I'm assuming there's a lot of children, but it makes sense, right? This is a platform like pretty much for children, right? It's an entertainment platform. You find what you want to watch here, just like on YouTube. I know I was using YouTube long ago, like early childhood. Not early, it's like super early, but still pretty early. Like, YouTube was a magical place. Very different to the current climate, but yeah. Alright, you're going to bed. Good night. Okay, yeah. Have a good night. Hope you rest well. Alright, there. So I'm pretty interested how you guys recommend it for younger audiences. I wonder if that happened. I don't think I get recommended for younger audience. I think younger audience just find me. I don't know, unless you're like deep in the Vtuber rabbit hole. I don't believe you look for Vtubers. Yeah, that's a very niche thing to search up, I feel. And then for the younger audience, they see, you know, Vtuber and then like an avatar of a cat boy, right? I guess other than that, it's just maybe YouTube would recommend it more. Since I'm generally family friendly, considering that I'm not one to swear normally, and in the case where I do curse out loud, generally all those videos and streams on YouTube in particular are all classified as 18 plus videos by default from me personally. Like I go in there and switch it up and say, hey, this is an 18 plus video. So perhaps taking those steps makes YouTube recommend me more towards safer searches, perhaps? I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. I don't know how YouTube works. YouTube is, in my opinion, a very fickle beast, so I cannot answer many YouTube related questions in that sense. Oh, it's just a big boy? Giving me a big boy here? Alright. I'm gonna bring out the big guns for the big boy. Alright, that's actually swirl damage here. What? Bring it back. Ew. Spam our little panda here. Oh. Can't forget about that. Well, someone deep in the rabbit hole, you just got recommended to me out of nowhere though. Usually I come and drop by, but never entirely. Ah, I see. It's nice to know about that, Daniel, I'll be honest, because analytically speaking, I can see that in what YouTube says from the analytics, but I don't get a good grasp or understanding of it. Like, oh, people came to your video from like this or that, My weakness are groups of strong, heavy attacking enemies. Like your attacks are all disjointed, and one of you will run, and then the one you're like, I'm running hard because the dungeon loves this. Oh, I see. I definitely think it depends on your team composition. Some team compositions should be able to handle stuff like that much easier, and I think someone like Noelle would probably excel exceedingly well there. And I say that because Noelle does that thing where she doesn't care about your big bads, because she has her little shield thing that just kind of ignores everything, right? And if you have high enough defense, her shield actually just literally ignores everything. Like, she just doesn't care anymore. Fighting don't even work. I tried to find it. That's unfortunate. He's getting teleported. I know people don't use Noelle much apparently. Like, at least that's what I've read thus far. But she is definitely one of the stronger units that you just kind of get for free. So if you're live and you install the mouth. Yeah, I don't actively seek out VTubers or people in general. Pretty much, I just let the algorithm recommend me whoever. And I do, if you're a content creator, I do try to check you out if you're in my chat. Like, if you show your existence to me in my chat while I'm streaming, for example, or even in comments, like if you're a content creator, I'll probably subscribe to you, and just by sheer the fact that I'm curious about your content. How you got Brazilian viewers is also a mystery. As far as I'm aware, the Brazilians are one of the largest VTubing viewing communities on YouTube in particular. It is very much a big online boom for them. So I'm not surprised to see them, and in fact, I've seen a couple channels, Japanese VTubers, who also have a very large, dominant Brazilian community, and it's always interesting for me, anyways, to see that. Oh, I'm overloaded. Get over. Of course, that happens. This should do constant vaporized damage. Okay. Come back here. That sounds like in this game is amazing. Soundtrack in this game is it is. It is. This is a very much so very expensive game to make. Their budget was very high, and it shows. But according to the numbers, back in they made back, like, it cost about 100 million USD to make this game. The keyboard translator again, friend. If I say something wrong, it's not my fault, it's the keyboard. Qualteo, no Discord. Yeah. So this game cost, roughly speaking, 100 million USD. Yeah, and they made that back by the second week of this game. We're currently in the third week of this game right now. We're not even a month. We're really not even a month in, because this game released September 28th. It's currently October 15th. 2 weeks in, they've already made back their 100 million USD and that they made put into this game. You can see. Oh hey, what's up, Lynn? What are you doing here, traveler? I'm out looking for apple, but not having much luck so far. Could you help me? I only need 3 apples. Sure. When you're done, come to see me. I have 3 apples, right? Got any yet? Sure did. Let's see, perfect. This is for you. Wow. Easy enough. I always find it fun. I'll be honest. I love seeing other languages in my chat. I'm very much open to it. Because it's just so much fun trying to communicate. Like, it might not be fun for some viewers, but for me, it's always great trying to communicate in a language I don't understand. At the very least, it kind of pushes me to try and know them. I don't know why we're suddenly typing Chinese, but you got your 5-star yet? I mean, I got my 5-star artifact. I got this, the Gladiator Longing. I believe I got this when I took out Storm Terror last stream. So you can see that for the Gladiator's finale, is what the set's called. You get 18 plus 18% attack. The issue being, I got 2 hourglasses and that's it. That reminds me of something I was going to do, or I was planning to do with Amber here. Was with this artifact, I was going to try to enhance this to as high as I could. But it's very expensive. It's like very expensive to do that. And I don't feel like it anymore. Donada o cara manda uns coreano loco. I'm assuming Coreano. I shouldn't be assuming anything actually. Let me just. Okay, so Coreano was Korean. It was close enough for me to actually guess that. I didn't want to say anything in case I was wrong, and I was hoping that I wasn't gonna offend anyone by making that assumption. Oh, who are you? Who are you? What is this? You're like the Fatui guys, right? Okay. Nice. Let's see. Am I supposed to? Okay, let's try things. This is hi friend. And the Korean says, "Are you biased?" The reply in Portuguese is you asking if I understand. I'm scared I spend so much resources for my artifacts because maybe I'll regret in the near future. This is, I don't want to say anything. This says, against anyone, seems to have a very good translator. Yep, absolutely. Google Translator. They're using, I don't know what they mean by keyboard translator. It might be some other program they have, but pretty cool. I just use Google Translate. It is very convenient. I know people like using DeepL, and DeepL is generally better if I'm translating something like Japanese and trying to really understand it, but it's for the most part it's fine without, I find. Annoying enemy is done. Congrats! Good stuff. Very good stuff. Right. This. 8 more. So where in the map are they? By the way, KKK is how we do lol in Portuguese. I mean, I expected as much, actually. When a language spams one particular letter like that, usually it is the equivalent of laughing in English. What's AR? AR is 31. 31. Like, how long do you think it's gonna take to complete this game? Well, considering it's a mobile, it's technically a mobile game. There isn't gonna be much in regards to an end. But like, we're currently not even done the second storyline here with the Geo stuff in Liu. And in total, there's 7 gods. We've heard about the Cryo Goddess, since she seems to have a bit of a history with Venti, right? Barbados? But we know nothing else about her besides, from what I can interpret, she's a bit of a battle junkie. I do need to take out the elites. So we'll take out the easy elites. You're an easy elite. Is the game story already completed? Haven't seen people get past second act. No, Daniel, it is not. We're currently waiting for them to do it. We're waiting for updates. And that's one of the big things about this game. It's just simply not complete yet. Okay, if I remember correctly, at this fight, I'm gonna want Kai in my party. I need to start remembering what some of these words mean. Like Nosa reminds me of Nos Somos from Spanish and News from French. So that's not too different from in Portuguese, it would seem. Peppa Pig? Something about Peppa Pig. Okay, for this firefight, definitely don't want Xiangling of all characters. I doubt she'd bring too much to the table here. Okay. We'll start things off with a nice little water into this crystallization to the freeze. Definitely want to break off the weak spot here. Give it some swirl action. That should do it. Get frozen. There's some expressions that translators usually don't really want. Sure. Feel free. I have. I'd love it actually. That'd be amazing since. A lot of the time, a lot of the short forms, I have absolutely no clue what's happening. I know people love using it. Makes sense, right? We're online. You're gonna want to be using stuff like that online. But unfortunately for me, I just have no idea what's happening when people do that. Where's that jewel weak spot? Hello? Oh, it's already down. Okay. That's good for me. Oh, no, come back. Yep, I need my shield, because it's spin attack, it's annoying. And then we'll just get Barbara to focus on the jewel, I suppose. Seems like the best choice here. I don't know where the jewel is. We'll do a mix between Barbara and my boy Kaya here. Come on. Oh, there's a jewel. Finally showed its face. Perfect. Smash. Do a little bit of this. Swirl action. Freeze. Sounded like that. Well, so yeah, I gotta. All right. Have some good class, Kazuma. Yeah. Hope you have a good time. Online classes aren't the worst, but they're not as easy, in my opinion, as face-to-face classes, unfortunately. So that's my opinion. I'll catch you later, my friend. Down. I missed. Oh, unfortunate. There we go. I don't actually have resin for this, and I don't want to burn any more of my fragile resin. I'll keep those for later down the line since oh well, I'll be going as well since I have to wake up early. Alright, thanks for dropping by, Daniel. It was great talking to you. Have a wonderful rest, my friend. Okay. So that's the Pyro one. Pyro's easy. Technically another easy one's actually the Oceanid. That's actually pretty easy as well. So for Oceanid, we're gonna switch into. We're gonna try out Xiangling for this fight. I haven't done I haven't brought Xiangling for a lot of things, so have I fixed her artifacts yet? Sojourn, Exile. Yeah, I think I did. And her weapon of choice is the White Sal. So this gives crit rate and increases normal attack damage by 40%. So basically, she's just a bunch of stabby stab. Lots of stabby stab. Don't think it's enough, right? Yeah, I only have like 32k worth of EXP. Okay, so this fight, for those who don't know, it's just a constant battle, whereas the boss is just summoning units at you, and your job is to just take out the units. So it's not the fastest of fights, but it's definitely one of the easier fights. Alright. So, Rose from a control judge. Okay, yep. Come on. Show me what you've got. Okay. I took a fair bit of damage there, unfortunately. And Barbara literally does nothing this fight. I guess the only real issue is that these things do hit hard. So I'm very happy that have someone like Noelle with me. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. We definitely want to grab one of these. Increase my defense by 126. We'll increase our attack by 95 as well for part of this fight. It's not... It's not the worst thing in the world. I made more of these delicious crystal shrimps because I was running low on actual food. What is happening now at this fight? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna bring out the heavy guns now. Like, this damage is actually really high, and I like it. Like, every swing, 300 damage. It's nothing to laugh at. Alright. This fight's definitely longer than before, now that it is a level 50 fight. I'd honestly love to grab the rewards off this, but that's whatever. It's not necessary. Ah, yes, the most annoying one of the group to deal with, in my opinion, anyways. Alright, 1,000 damage. Jeez, Noelle. She may not look like it, but she's honestly one of my hardest hitters in the team. Music start the... Yeah, this fight is actually a lot harder than I remember it to be, now that it's level 50 instead of the other one. Okay. She needs heals, you need heals, she's full. I think I wanted Kaya for this fight, I'll be honest. I think I need to freeze. Boosh. But it's whatever. We'll make do without it. These bubble crabs need to stop. Okay. That's one. That's two. Okay. There's another 3 more sets, I think, is what's happening now. Yeah, Warrior Illusions. The boars are there. Another one of these chickies. He's super annoying. Definitely need to count on Noelle for this fight. She is my strongest fighter against these Warrior Illusions. Okay. Yeah, next time bring Kaya back in. This was a mistake not to, unfortunately. Well, you live and you learn. Until I see it, anyways. Ow. No. I see the boars that I just don't care about. So 2 bars. Music. Alright, this. Bring Kaya, make it reanimate, freeze with Barbara, power good. Hey, give up in. Yeah. Really don't even need Barbara, since these are all water attribute naturally. Those naturally freeze to Kaya. Not bring Kaya has been a very massive oversight on my end. Okay. The bright side is that Xiangling's fire causes vaporization damage. So if I can layer enough of those all at once, it's also not the worst. Main issue being Xiangling is just very squishy. So she can't actually take many hits herself, unfortunately. But enough talk about what's happening on screen. How are you doing tonight? Keep up, man. Ooh. Didn't notice this frog over here. Careful. I'm careful. It's just some AoE is just too much. Oh wow, they just wiped my shield already. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Doing great. Wonderful. Okay, we got some decisions to make. This fight is deadly. Okay. Over here. Doing great after a long afternoon since we moved all night today. How about you? Doing well for myself tonight. And I'm actually not sure if I'm streaming much longer. Okay, I gotta get back. Stop. Birds, come over here. Good afternoon, Tsubasa. Just wanted to drop by. I still can't watch you guys. Just by soon. All right, hey Saf. Good afternoon. Good evening to you. Okay. I'll let my Tanuki do the work. Or, you know, that works too. Alright, we're done with this fight. I'm just trying to finish up some of my weeklies stuff here, which is why I'm not collecting anything because I have no resin for it. So I do need to defeat 3 more elite opponents and then 8 more leyline challenges. The challenges aren't going to disappear until I collect them, so they're just kind of there. They're all done already, so. I haven't done the animal fight in forever, so let's try doing it. I don't remember how to do this fight. I remember I used Amber and it was still pretty difficult at the time. Now that's level 50 of all things. It's gonna be even more challenging. But no matter, we shall persevere and hopefully succeed. At the very least, we'll relearn how to do this fight, because we will eventually have to do this fight if we ever roll another wind unit or animal unit. Animo? Is that what's called? Animo. That's what it's called, right? Ow. Alright. Now we know not to do, I suppose. Jeez. That really hurt. Bring out Noelle for the deef. Crush it. Not mistaken, we do need to stay up here. Where is it? Oh. Well, I missed my opportunity. I didn't even notice where it was. That's okay. That's okay. Winter Schnee, hey! It's been a while, friend. Hope everything's doing well with you. I know Arnold's been having some fun time in this game too. Haven't managed to catch many of his streams though, unfortunately. Having a good night, my friend? I swear every time I see Amino, it's Animo, not Amino. Slight difference. Alright. Fly. You collect these. Some of those are too far to collect, unfortunate. It's over there. As have I. I've been loving it, and yes, I've been wonderful to hear. Wonderful to hear. I played this for like the past week. I started October 4th. I am not. Okay. I was not one who started with the trend of everyone else, or like everyone else, anyways. Because I knew I'd get addicted extremely quickly. So I wasn't wrong. I'll say that much. The boss I fought the most. I'm assuming you have Venti then, if you fought this boss the most. Because this is easily the one I fought the least. You've run out of ammo, my friend. I'm not giving you the time of day for that. You are AR-30. I'm 31 right now, AR-31. Oh, is Jean also wind? Is Jean also Animo? I had no idea. I haven't seen people use Jean though, which is kind of weird. At least in my opinion, it's kind of weird. Alright. So is that it? I don't remember. Okay, I did heal, so I did miss one, I think. Alright. From what I've seen, the least probably the 5 stars. She sends enemies to it. Interesting. Well, congrats on getting a 5-star, is all I can say. Yeah, no, and I mean that for real. I know a lot of people want 5 stars and just don't get it, and I'm definitely one. I'm part of the camp that just don't care what I get. I just use whatever I have. So to show you my party lineup here, these are my characters. I have a lot of Electro, as you can see. I have the Claymore, the Archer, and the Mage. I don't really use Beto. She's easily the weakest of the 3 at the moment, unfortunately. I tried bringing her to like the in the Spiral Abyss, and she was easily the one lacking the most behind. I do like official is definitely the more like I use E and Q and that's it. I have Key King and Kiki. Kiki's great. At the very least, I personally do want Kiki. She looks like a lot of fun to play. And Key King. I believe that's the Aqua dude, right? If I'm not mistaken, he's Hydro. Okay, Barbara, please heal the party. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. Bennett's my boy. Who's Bennett again? I'm sorry. If it's not a character I've seen often, I don't remember. Like Key King, I believe I only just remember that being the Hydro boy. You get to trial run in part 2, but I don't see him at all. So, Key King is an Electro Sword user. Mona might be the Hydro you're thinking of. It's part of the story. He's the heir to the bank, not bank. One of the merchant companies that you get assistance of in near the end of what the current story is. Which reminds me, quest-wise, we can check our completed stuff. Yeah. So Prologue Act 2. Not Act 2, no, not Prologue. Give me Chapter 1, Act 2, that's what I'm looking for. Is it Act 2? Maybe it was Act 1. Dusty Dust. Here it is. Bookworm Swordsman. Zinki. That's his name. Shoulda known. Isn't this adorable? I think it is. But don't use him. I see. But it's a power user. Passive skill up 25% less time on mines. Super bad luck that his skill sends him flying back but takes no damage from it. That's your boy. Hey, if it's your boy, it's your boy. That's all I gotta say to that. Congrats on getting your boy. Okay, so that's done. We can take care of the crowd guy too, I guess. Since he's cryo, cryos don't naturally freeze. I think Zhangling would make short work of that cryo fight, yeah? Again, I'm going from elite to elite to take them all out so that I can just finish up some of the weeklies for the battle pass here. So I need to do 2 more and then 8 more. Like the leyline stuff I actually can't do until like tomorrow or something when I get more resin, since they don't seem to be despawning. Maybe I have to talk to it and say I don't want your rewards. I'm not actually sure, but yeah, for now, crowds this way. Oh yeah, Crow is like in a crevasse. There it is, I see it. So let's try out Xiangling for this fight. Again, I don't generally use Xiangling, but for the sake of trying out different characters, we'll be doing the same thing for, I guess, Lightning eventually. I have 3 okay, over here. Ow. Not good to me, I love it. I'll be honest, first impressions, not impressed. I am not impressed at all with Xiangling. What am I even hitting here? Can't hit the body? Crazy. One of my issues with Xiangling is just how squishy she is without dealing enough damage. But I think I have her under leveled, so I'm gonna withhold that kind of jurisdiction until much later. I want to see who else, whoever else is trying. Oh, it's because I multi-stream. So unlike Arnold, who streams Twitch, because he's like, is he partnered yet? I think he's partnered now, right? Or at least he's been for a while. So if he's only able to stream on exclusively to Twitch whenever he does stream to Twitch, I multi-stream to alternate YouTube. So in the video, you should be able to see that there is a banner icon. Yeah, when there is a banner icon, it shows you the location of where things are happening. Let's bring out the fire. Where is that gem? It's the weak spot. There it is. I was looking for it. Based on how things are playing out right now, it would appear the weakness to this. Oh boy. Okay. Just randomly taking damage, huh? I was confused. Don't worry about it. It's definitely not the most obvious thing in the world, so I can't blame it for stuff like that. Okay. I'm using Ice Beam now. Where is the jammed nail? Ow. I'm gonna need you to stop that. Put it down and about. So the fire ring is very strong. Like, no joke, it's tremendously strong against this boss, but everything else has been most underwhelming, unfortunately. Okay. Welcome back. Though it seems pyro is a crucial element, I don't use any. It's okay. It makes some fights easier than others, but I don't actually think it's that crucial. But then again, it does depend on your unit composition. I use pyro because I have pyro. I have electro. I don't really use electro though. Pyro I think is probably the best element for this electro fight. And electro. This is probably one of the fights that I should be doing more often. I just don't. But that's because I don't use my electro units often. I don't really have a need for them. Hello. Punch, scissors, slap. The overload is like so useful. It's just so what? I've never had that push me before. That's actually so cool. So funny. Yeah. The Overlord just obliterates this thing's HP bar. It's quite funny. Punch, scissor, not even scissor. Okay, this is the shorter duration one. I'll get one combo off and that's about it. Just one swing. My one and only party is Animo, Cryo, Hydro, Electro. Fair enough. Lasers, lasers. There is, I do know there is that one dungeon though that does require you to do the, you do need power to activate the different things, but that's really it as far as I'm aware. Because there are, you do want to own the element, but to consistently use it in a fight is a different thing, a matter altogether in my opinion. Now you can see how quickly I'm just taking out this guy's HP bar. Oh, I just ran into it. Herpa derp. Okay, it's this wavy one. This one's actually pretty easy to dodge. Just gonna go back and forth. Or just I'll tank it. Tank is a pretty decent option here too. I missed my timing there by quite a bit. Punch, scissors, ooh, and slap. Alright. Just casually push my Tanuki right there. Hello. What is that, electric wall? What is this? Oh. It's trying to put me... It's trying to, like, have me inside that barrier? Oh, actually, no. Okay. That's like the one issue I have with Zhangling, to be perfectly honest. Her lack of elemental damage outside of her E and Q makes her far less desirable than someone like Amber, who can use fire powers on demand by charging her arrow attacks. I've come to rely on Amber quite a bit in my style of gameplay. And as you can see, me, Traveler, deal a ton of damage as is. So like half the time I actually... Okay. Well, at least Q, if I time my Q up with this section happening, I think Zhangling is enough to take out that last bit without it ever healing. But if Q is not up, that would be pretty bad for me. It's a bit of a restriction, but it's not something so detrimental that I can't play around it. And that is fine and fair. Okay, currently 12:24. I've already completed all the event stuff, so I don't really care. I'm satisfied to never do the event again, I'll be honest. Aside from the fact that it's buggy, the rewards are abysmal at best. So, I'm not the biggest fan. Okay. Increase down charge for 12 seconds max, 2 stacks, and crescent pike. have tried using Lisa, and I do enjoy using Lisa a lot. It's just I find using mages in combat feels weak. And it consumes stamina really quickly for some reason. I haven't pinpointed why, but it just does. It's kind of weird. How's my current recovery items? 56, 30, 7. That's okay, I guess. Okay. Currently, Noel's. Do I have anything? Can I do anything for Noelle? I want to raise her defense as much as possible. So we remove all her artifacts. Her weapon right now gives, if any, Amber is who I used to. I know she gets a lot of flack. I think people say, as far as reasoning goes, I know people give Amber a lot of flack because Diluc exists. But honestly, I would much rather use Amber than Zhangling, personally, because my playstyle revolves around using skills. Okay. The Favonius Greatsword is definitely not something I want to give Noelle. It just happened to be like the best option at the time. I do want to do the White Iron Greatsword for Noelle because it gives defense. And Noelle excels with more defense. Why would you even make that an option? That's ridiculous. Refine that. Yeah. Okay. Confirm. Need one more of these? Come on. Alright. Well, anyways. This thing now gives 16.9% defense. Not great. I won't be switching over to it for... Actually, I might. Ignore that. Putting her to very base level stats here. What's giving her 31 defense right now? I'm confused. Is it a talent of hers? Don't claymores by nature do more damage than swords because I don't use them. In this, yes. If you're talking about just sheer numbers, like the raw number associated with the claymore, I believe so. If we compare to like a sword here, let's take a level 1 sword, 38 base attack, and we head over to claymores, 39 base attack, and the number is here's 38. The difference is what they're used for. Claymores are not used for breaking normal HP bars. So basically normal damage. In this game, claymores are used for breaking shields, any sort of defensive shields. Claymores hit extremely hard on. There is a massive penalty to swords or any other damage types to shields. Shields will block those far better, whereas they don't have that kind of penalty for claymores. I don't know where Noel's getting this 31 defense from. It's not Constellation, is it? No. I haven't rolled a second Noel yet, surprisingly. Alright, whatever. Let us do something about this. So, for the most part, Lucky Dog is like the best thing in the world for Noel. And it's almost guaranteed that I want to use Lucky Dog. I'm looking for things that give percent defense. Like these two. So we got the Hourglass, Goblet, Circlet. And those are the three possible ones. You actually want Elemental Mastery for Noel as well, surprisingly. I had misunderstood. I just didn't think too much about it, but it turns out Crystallization does deal a bit of damage. And it is classified as a elemental reaction since it is two elements reacting, Geo and any other one. But on the other hand, I do want elemental recharge. However, considering that we have options here, let's enhance this and see what happens with it. Because it does give defense, yeah? So. We're out of artifacts. I haven't opened main chest recently. We'll just burn all our like our Berserker stuff. I don't use Berserker much. Artifacts restored because my Traveler is my main DPS. Yeah, makes sense. Traveler hits really hard. Percent HP and mastery percent HP. I think I'll stick with Goblet here. HP and crit rate is not something Noel wants or needs, so that's okay. And then I don't think it was Scholar, was it? No, that's energy recharge. Instructor? Yeah, because it increases elemental mastery. I want to give this feather to Noel. The issue being this gives energy recharge and crit damage. Energy recharge is good. Crit damage is not good. She's currently using the Chalice and the Crown. So I'm looking for Flower, Hourglass, and Feather. This is good. So let's enhance it. I'm just gonna burn my Berserker stuff. Actually, I have a lot of the Wandering Doctor, which actually I don't need much of any of. We can burn that first now. Berserker's like whatever, but the Wandering Doctor stuff is just not something that I don't care too much about. And since this is 3 stars, I'll be happy to bring this up to a crit damage. Okay, that puts this artifact down a level in my book. That's unfortunate. But we will still give that to Noel. Feather, we're still looking for, well, Feather or Clover really. So we go back to the instructor here. We're looking for a Feather or Flower. So Flower, that gives attack, flat def. It's not really what I care about. This Feather is okay. This we might go with the Feather. Let's enhance it first and see what other stats we get out of it. If it's good enough, I'll take it, but we'll have to see first. Flat 17 Dave, that's pretty abysmal. Okay. HP, percent HP, okay. Tons of HP. Instructor. Flower, this gives HP. Flat defense. Percent defense is really good. Percent defense. I'm liking this one. That's a lot higher percent defense. Okay, this feather's really good for Noelle. These 2 feathers. Okay. Let's enhance this feather and see what we get. Do I want these timepiece? I don't actually remember. We're just gonna get rid of some of these. 3-star artifacts come aplenty, so I don't really care too much about it. This is okay. Let's do 3 more levels and see what we end up with. Let's get rid of our berserker stuff. Berserker is probably one of the most common artifact type to get, so I don't really care too much about it. Energy recharge. That practically guarantees it for Noelle in my book. After all, you got percent def, flat def. I don't know. What would you say decent numbers are for a sword user? Sorry about if that question was that a question from a while ago. Yeah, 2 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Winter. I was busy looking at stats for Noelle. Number wise, for sword users, it depends on who you're talking about. Like, if you look at how, it depends on how you want to build your guy, right? For me, I'm using the Favonius sword for my guy, which has energy recharge, 39.7%, and I don't really have any better swords for him. Obviously, we have the prototype Rancor, which deals extra physical damage bonus, which probably, if you want to use as if you're looking to like do lots of auto attacking with your guy, with your traveler, you definitely want this sword. This sword is really good for constantly auto attacking. As you can see by its effect, on hit, normal or charge attacks increase attack and defense by X amount for 6 seconds, maximum 4 stacks. This effect can only occur once every 0.3 seconds. So for Traveler, you'd probably stack this to max in about, or as fast as you possibly could, 1.2 seconds. In practically one combo, you're at max stacks. For her Q skill, maybe attack percent and energy recharge is better. You don't use Noelle for that next, at least in my opinion. Noelle isn't your DPS. Her Q can work as a DPSer, but you don't rely on her attack for this. As you can see here, the numbers are not in your favor if you want to go for attack. You still, at the end of the day, want to maximize Noelle's entire kit. And since this scales off defense, you want a lot more defense on Noelle than anything else. 400, 700 isn't underwhelming then. I mean, I'd say it's not. For me personally, I hit terrible. I definitely don't attack often. Like for my Traveler, my current attack is 603, but that's because my Traveler is level 59, and I don't focus on attack. Obviously attack is good, and if I can find attack in my artifacts for him, I'll take it, but main focus for me has always been the energy recharge. I mean, there are different builds. Yeah, no, you could go and attack build Noelle, but I feel you're gimping yourself, right? It's my opinion after all, and that's because I play Noelle as a heavy turtle tank. and she hits really hard considering that. But you could bring out like I guess an attack build and have each of her swings hit hard, right? Noelle can easily hit hard using an attack build, but her skills would not benefit you at that point. With an attack build, your E and your Q are both going to be pretty abysmal in damage. Your Q numbers won't differ much to your auto attack numbers actually. That's because the Q damage isn't even 100% of your normal damage, and it scales off defense. Noelle by nature has higher defense, so we head over to Noelle's base stats here. 418 as a level 49, compared to 445 as level 59. I haven't tried any other swords on my traveler outside the Skyward Blade. I have that too, don't I? Skyrider Sword. Traveler's Handy Sword. A defensive sword? I didn't even know that was a thing. Skyward Blade. Not a sword I have. It's a 5-star. Ah, okay. What's the effect on it then? Because you know, each side have its own effect with its main and substat. That would affect how you play it. Play with your character too. Like for my traveler, I've very much centered my build around energy recharge. So I'm pretty much spamming my Q on cooldown. So my Gust Surge, I do want a Skyward Pride for Diluc. Cool. Cool. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, so like Skyward Surge for Traveler, I get to use this practically every E after every E. It does a 15-second cooldown, so I have to wait for the cooldown, but I'm not waiting to build it up. I build this up in like very, very quickly on the weapon gacha right now. Good luck on that then. Yeah, so my Pollen Vortex gives a lot of energy for my Gust Surge, and I get to use my Gust Surge very often thanks to this, the energy recharge. And I'm not, as a traveler, I don't hit I have read that the 5-star sword Skyward is more so for support builds, whereas Aquila Favonia is DPS. I see. I don't read much, but that's because I don't own much. I'm not going to be reading about things I don't own. I don't see a point in that. Once if I have the option to use it, I'll invest in it. Like I've done with this Favonius sword. At the time, it was my best 4-star sword, so I used that. And then I got 2 prototype Rancors, and I was like, alright. It's the featured sword on the weapon gacha. Ah, I see. But yeah, like prototype Rancor. I've basically done all my research for when I get Jean. Let's see. I do things as I go, so I very much don't care to maximize what I do. I just do what I do, with this, and I do hit some dead ends. I recognize, and I'm okay with that. It's a price I'm willing to pay, as I call it. So as you can see here with my artifacts, I'm running a Exile Scholar build with it. So I'm getting a ton of energy recharge with plus 181 attack and 124 defense. Amos's bow, I see. So from artifacts, here, it's this is the type of build I'm going with. My Traveler, and Noelle, defense, elemental mastery, and elemental mastery is actually surprisingly what gives Noelle the damage. By the way, with her geo, centric kit, crystallization is practically guaranteed against almost all enemies, which means those are all reactions. Crystallization is a reaction-based effect, like Swirl for Traveler. So having a high elemental mastery would increase damage by quite a bit. Doesn't have to be high even, just having a little bit will increase damage. So attributes details with elemental mastery. Right now, crystallization's damage is increases the damage absorption power of shields created through crystallization by 27.2%. So, the shield power itself increases, which is super useful. Ow. It's the thing that dictates most element reaction things, yeah. And crystallization is like the big one for Noelle. And now, okay, what kind of flower do I have access to give to Noelle? Attack crit damage is not good. Crit rate defense, bad. That's just bad. Flat def, percent health, not good. Just looking for something that gives, I mean, this elemental mastery one is okay. If we can land a percent def, I'd prefer that. I'm trying to think right now with Noelle's defense. Do we know if percent base stats affect or percentage stats? Do we know if that affects only the base stats of the character, or does it also get affected by the bonus flat stat as well? Because I don't know. I guess testing out, just doing it and marking it down would be a way to know, right? So we're at 792 defense right now. If we throw in, what has percent def here? This is okay. Let's equip that. So this bumps it up to 810. That's an 18 plus in defense. I didn't do most side quests early on, so I could have a backup resource thing. I see. I just did everything as I went along. Oh, MRAZB, hey. And yeah, lads, here I am doing them right now. I see. Oh, my goodness, that was from 12:31. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to read your message earlier. Got so focused on the Twitch side of things. On my Twitch messages. I didn't see the YouTube thing move at all. Hope you're having a good evening for yourself, or day, wherever you are. And thank you for the compliment. Okay. I have one request at AR36. Nice. I haven't done any of these story quests because I need AR32, 34, and 36 for them, I believe. Okay, so the flower gives 18 defense for Noelle. It's a 4.4% def. No more resin refills. I am big sad. I'm holding on to mine. I realize now that I'll need them later down the line. And doing some mathematics, or doing the math, every 24 hours grants you 180 resin naturally through natural regen. So it's a bit of a moment for a lot of players when they realize that the daily 150 resin, you gotta be on top of that. Otherwise, you'll have to burn a fragile resin to accomplish that. Okay. So let's enhance this. I'm hoping to grab a elemental recharge as a secondary stat here, but it's a very small chance. Flat attack, probably one of the worst stats to give Noelle, but it's still a stat, I guess. Yeah. Let me just grab my calculator right now. 418 times 0.044. That gives 0.018. So times 4. Why are my numbers so wrong here? 8 times. Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, okay. So percentage, anything percent base will only ever affect your base stats. Okay. Yeah, so that 4.4 from the artifact, it is affecting Noelle's 418 base defense. It has nothing to do with the flat bonuses that you get. 111 crystals because I'm indecisive on what weapons to craft. Fair. I was in that dilemma too. Right, let's switch this weapon out for this one. And that brings our defense to a whopping 880. From, what was it before? I already forgot. 810, so this weapon gives Noelle 70 defense. Do you have multiple parties? No. I just have the party, and then I just swap in characters when I need them. $810 defense versus 880 defense. You don't have a Claymore prototype. Ah, unfortunate. I actually think this weapon is better for Noelle at the moment. It has to do with the fact that I don't think a 70 defense increase is worth it at the price of over 100 base attack. She already hits very little as is. I've only put my resources into my main 4. I mean, I kind of spread it around pretty evenly. I use my characters whenever I can, but some characters definitely excel more than others. So I'm just going to do a quick test of things. Let's head over to Starfell Lake. Probably not the best place to do this, but it is a place to do this. So, ooh, that's a lot of fishies. Ooh. I got 1. I got 2. I'll take it. I'll take it. I already have a few characters that's good for a second party, actually. Nice. With, how how my party is set up, or how my luck with my characters has been thus far, I have a total of 9 characters, and I send usually around 3 at the very least on expeditions to grab some more resources for me, which means I have less than 8 free members at all times. So, yeah. Oh hey, a buddy. I call these my buddy, by the way, since I just kind of follow them around. Wait, up a tree? I believe they're officially known as Sealies. But I call them my buddy. Guiding Wind. Achievement unlocked. Hello there. Follow 40 Sealies. Yep. Gotcha. And I don't much care for the Abyss, so having more optimized characters for a second party isn't my concern. Fair enough. The Abyss is actually a lot of Primal Gems, surprisingly. Like, if you ever get around to doing Spiral Abyss, I do recommend it. I have to teleport over to like actually. I could, but basically every like star challenge is like 100 Primal Gems or something like that. So you get a ton of free Primal Gems out of that. It's a one-time deal, but it's a lot of Primal Gems just sitting there. All right, let's try this out. This is a water slime. So with 177, 165, 194, 177, 165. Yeah, four for me is a bit of a struggle. So, okay, let's switch out the weapon. I'm still in the middle of combat, eh? Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm trying to switch out my weapon. Yeah, at this point, I just kind of made it. I like did I 3-starred all of floor 1, 2, and 3, and okay. Let's try this now. And got myself just a ton of Primal Gems. Pretty happy about it. Sitting on 1531. I'm 69 Primal Gems away from another 10 roll. Not too shabby. Alright, so this is 118. 118 into 110 into 129 into 170. Okay, so the 4th swing, if I'm not mistaken, for Noelle in her talent section here. 123% damage. Yeah. So considering them from before, I probably hit like the 200s with the 4th swing as Noelle. But the big difference here is how do my abilities react. 838. Okay. So let's switch off of that. 838. Let's go back to this weapon and see how her E reacts now. 838 on that was a really hard hit. 838. I don't expect the number to drop that drastically with this weapon. So we can find oh slime. 498. What? No. It can't be that drastic of a drop. There's no way. 498. Okay, let's try that again. This might be a situation. I need to find another fire slime. I think this might be a situation of just different opponents react differently to this crystallization effect. Okay. Okay, we have a ice slime here. We'll slam down our shield attack on it once. 498, okay, now let's go away from it. And re-equip our other sword. Our other claymore. Come on, Noelle. You can do it, girl. You can climb up there. It's already 1 AM. I need to go to bed. So after I test this out, I'm still in combat. Can that slime chill? Can't? It's an ice slime. Take a chill pill. Come on. All I've used Noelle for is mining ore. I know a lot of people do that. But for me, Noelle has been MVP, so that's kind of why I use Noelle a lot. She does a lot for me. Alright. Hello. 542, okay, that's what I was looking for. 542 compared to 498. That's about 44 damage difference on the E. Unfortunately, her overall lack of damage on her swings do matter. I don't think the abysmal amount of defense currently warrants this. Once I get this to refinement rank 5 and probably level 40 at the very least, potentially want to grab it to also get it to level 50, that's when Noelle is definitely going to want this sword over this sword. At those higher levels, the defense is probably going to jump quite a bit if we were to ascend this and level up more. At much higher levels of defense, like if it gave like around at least 40% defense, for example, kind of double if it'll get that high, but like this gives almost 40% energy recharge. This yeah, at level 50 perhaps they'll get there. I know this gives 8 flat HP, 19.7%. hopefully it'll be higher than that. Yeah, if that claymore could give something like 40% defense, and it was also refinement 5, I do believe that gives 16% HP regen per defeated opponent. That would make it a very formidable weapon on Noelle. She could truly start tanking a ton of the stuff and be a lot more versatile. At the moment, this is probably the best weapon for Noelle in my inventory. Energy recharge allows her to simply spam her Q far more often than she's normally allowed to, and having her Q active is wonderful. Her Q is turns her blade into a geo blade, and her range doubles essentially. So you're just dealing geo damage at super extended range. So that is probably the best thing that could happen. Alright. I think that's all I can do for today's daily stuff. Since I don't have any more resin to use until I wait for natural regen, it will take 14 hours to fully replenish. If I log in tomorrow at 1 p.m., or I mean later today, I suppose, since it's already Friday. It's October the 16th. If I logged in at 1 p.m., I could probably grab some more of the ley lines, but that is that. At least for Noelle. Barbara, I don't really know what to focus on for her at the moment.
いつになったらお姉ちゃんみたいに背が高くなるんだろう。
Barbara is in. I'm going like full support with Barbara, so as you can see here, using elemental burst regenerates 2 energies for all party members every 2 seconds for 6 seconds, which means over the course of 6 seconds, every party member, so these 3, they gain 6 energy every time she uses her party heal, her Q. I was definitely thinking of going an energy or recharge build with her. Unfortunately, there's not many options for that. If we look at what she's wearing right now, it's mainly elemental mastery I've managed to slot in with her stuff, like this here. This gives elemental mastery. I would much prefer this, and it's new. I probably should use this. My favorite. She's partially why I want Jean, because they're sisters. I see. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm going silent here because I'm just thinking about things right now. Okay. Gives HP on the side. I'm down for that. I dig it. You could definitely go a super heavy HP build for Barbara. Like my current build already gives her over it over doubles her current max HP. And you could if you focus a build surrounding HP, like giving her the adventure set, the 2-piece, and then having all her equipment give percent HP, I can see you maybe getting her to almost tripling her base HP. Right now I'm doubling it, but I could easily see someone tripling it. So at this level, with an HP centric build, perhaps you can get to like plus 10k and get her to like 15k HP. That seems quite doable in my opinion. Considering like this at plus 8 gives 20% HP, I can get this to plus 12 and get that even higher. That's what I've done for her. Yeah, I can. That just makes sense to me. But I personally have no need for her to do that. Like her talents do scale up HP, which is a thing. Ooh, I have more of these books. In that case, which one? Shining Miracle? Let's do the one I spam. I need more of these books. Trying to give her more energy recharge. Make it a little similar to my Traveler build. Okay, I'm getting more Discord pings. What's going on?
La 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 la
la la.
いつになったらお姉ちゃんみたいに背が高くなるんだろう。
Alright, yeah, I want to do her similar to how I do Traveler, but instead of focusing on attack like I do here, I do focus a bit on attack for Traveler. I do want to do a more HP focus on the side type of build for her. I fought the Oceanid quite a bit too since I prioritized Barbara. Yeah, I've been doing that fight too. It's a lot of fun. I really like the Oceanid fight because it's not actually fighting against a single boss. You're up against water. That just makes sense to me. I love the way they did the Oceanid fight. I love it. Thematically, it just makes complete sense to me. So much fun. Do I have the... I need one more of these. Surprisingly, Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers is one of the hardest books for me to find. I don't know why. It's just one of the weapons I just don't get when I roll. I think I'm definitely looking forward for if I were to give a HP centric build, percent HP on the side is mandatory for both Flower and Feather. And then the rest is just completely HP focused. Would I go Exile in that case? For the two, I think it's Exile. Energy Recharge. And Adventure. 1k flight HP is nothing to scoff at as set effects. I've heard that's a good book for her. I don't know how it compares to a 5-star. Most 5-stars have their niche and probably completely outclass 3 stars by a large margin. By nature of how gacha games work, that's what I assume. Otherwise, there's not a good reason to like gun for 5 stars. Yeah. But this weapon is very strong for Barbara because it starts at refinement rank 1, so unrefined essentially. Giving it says when switching characters, the new character that's taking the field has their attack increased by 42% for 10 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 20 seconds. So at base, at rank 1, it's 24%, and at rank 5, it's 48%. So for any character that you want to be dishing out high amount of damage, or want their attack stat to be out higher, you switch Barbara in for her heal or whatever, and then you directly switch straight to a damage dealer. So in my case, it would be Traveler. and it's a 40% increase in attack. I can only assume that this percent attack will react similar or the same to how artifact percent attack works, which it only affects the base attack. That's what I assume. I don't assume that this percent reacts any other way. Like it won't affect pre-buff total. Like it won't affect artifacts bonus as well. It just simply affects base. It could, however, affect not base, but I don't think that gets reflected. So if we switch over to Barbara, and then we switch to me, you can see the attack, I think. Yeah, you can see my attack went up. 762 right now. So I've well over doubled my attack at this point. Let's write that down actually, so that I can have a number comparison. So 762, and then we just have to wait out the buff, I think. Yep. 603. That's a whopping 159. That's 159 attack. Which would indeed be the amount of would be 42% of your base attack. So if it works exactly the same as artifacts, but 42% currently is nothing to scoff at. It occurs for 10 seconds, so that's like 3 sword combos if you do it quick, fast enough. Three, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, with Traveler, I think you'll get up to your 4th attack. I think the 5th one's not gonna make it. Going to sleep. Bye. All right, have a good night. Hit or miss. I'm actually gonna get off about now too. I just wanted to crunch some more numbers and check out the artifacts. I definitely need to grind more artifacts. That's something I'm missing out right now. I do want to try a just full HP build for Barbara. I'm going a little heavy on the supportive section of her. So right now, I'm with how things are going, I'm trying my best to have her be able to spam her Q here. It costs 80 energy. It costs a lot. But if I can get her to be able to spam that, it would help first and foremost, since it's a massive heal. And part of her strength is switching over to herself and then switching off to your damage dealer to do things. Something nice, by the way, that you can combo is Noelle's breastplate. This skill. And that's because when the shield's active, as long as the shield's still there and doesn't break, you're completely unaffected by everything. You're like you become like the big tanky boy, essentially, is what that is. 172% defense with 810 def. I have the Thrilling Tales book equipped on Lisa for now, not being used. Thrilling Tales on Lisa. Oh, this one, yeah. I see. I would suggest that for Barbara. Highly suggest that for Barbara. Not only does it give HP, it does give the legacy skill attached to it. It's pretty much the book made for Barbara. As for Lisa, you're probably looking for Magic Guide. On top of its skill giving more damage for those affected by Hydro or Electro, it does give Elemental Mastery, which affects reactions. So damage caused by overloaded, superconduct, or electrocharged. These are the three main things that electro type users are going to cause in reactions. And this, at the moment, with 248 elemental mastery, the damage is doubled. Obviously, overall with my artifacts, Lisa's stats aren't great, but that's probably because I'm focused super heavily on elemental mastery here. After Lisa uses an elemental skill, increase all party members' elemental mastery by 120. So this 248 actually goes even higher. So I believe if I just have to hit anything, let's grab Noelle, or Lisa. Okay. Do that. Look at her stats again. Elemental mastery did not increase. Okay. It's elemental skill, not elemental burst. You have to hold it. Is it elemental burst? It might be an error. It might have to be a burst instead of a skill. But if it's burst, that actually makes it a little easier to control, I suppose. I'm not too sure, but having an extra 120 elemental mastery after a burst is wonderful for Lisa, since her thing pretty much is a giant lantern turret thing, and hits really hard. I do try to use Lisa quite a bit. The issue is when she fights, if she's not being blocked by a wall anyways, can't just back off. I found myself dashing a ton when using a primarily a mage. Another issue I have is I never have a good time to use this skill when it's holding, because it's a 2-second charge, and it's very rare to be uncontested for 2 seconds. Though I think the best thing I could do is probably this into this, since I don't get hurt, or I don't get affect like. All right, doggo. Nothing really happens to me while I have that shield up. Everyone's like, what's Lisa doing? Did being a librarian finally get to her head? The one I have on Barbara increases movement speed by 10%, and it gives 8% elemental damage. I'm surprised you're having Barbara do damage, I'll be honest. Her damage is not the best, I must admit. Her attack stat in general isn't anything to write home about. It's she's quite seriously built up to be a support character. I think you definitely might want to like switch the two books, Winter, between Lisa and Barbara. Barbara would love that HP book, by the way, because it gives HP. But then again, entirely up to you. Let's see. Let's head over to the shop. Not enough still, but that's okay. The 5-star, what can I say? Fair enough. Again, everyone has their own playstyle, and because it's a gacha game, you're gonna have your own experience based on what you get. I'll get this eventually. That eventuality is not today. Alright, Masterless Stardust. You can get this stuff. More specifically, this stuff. 300 for all the Mora here. It's 300k Mora. That is not worth it. I'm going to say that right now. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. Everything else probably, for some people might be like their best chance. I'm just going to keep making sure I save it so that I have these. My goodness, 20 for 10k. Daylight robbery, I must say. Daylight robbery. You can get 5 per month, and if it doesn't have the 40% off, it's 125 each. You'll need 625 for all 5. I barely have enough for 5 right now. Okay. I didn't realize Traveler made a pose like this when you stand over here like that. Huh. A bus. We have a good amount of meat now. 72? That's not bad. We can make this. Not the best heal. Anything here that needs meat? Anything good here that needs meat, I should reiterate. This needs meat and fish. It's too much. I'll cook one. I have no character bonus. Never mind, I'll cook none. There's gotta be someone that gives a character bonus for stamina. And you'll find more Snapdragon, it appears. The Fisherman's Toast. Literally all these stuff I can just buy. I'll make 20. Got 3 extra. Sure. As always, I'm liking flour. Satisfying Sally requires apples. I have 8 of these. I should try burning some of these so that I can see how it works. Increases crit rate. Ooh. 2-star revives. Yeah, like my food stuff is in a pretty dire situation, to be perfectly honest. I have so many revives, I have barely any recovery at this point. I just kind of made a lot of these because like those are all I have. I wish I had like purple or like 4 or 5-star healing, but it's whatever. If I need to find more crabs and then more ham. Can we make ham again? Duh. Yes, please. Burn all my meat for ham. We need the ham, and then we need more crabs. But then, yeah, this is a good food item here. Look at the amount of attack is actually pretty insane. 372. $372 for this. It's practically doubling my Traveler's attack. And then add Barbara's as well. And I'm over 1,000 attack with that item. Alright. I could mull about things like this all day and all night, but let's see. I need a second weapon to phase 2, or a third one, I mean. Do I have anything? Can I enhance this? I need one more. Can I make one? Don't think so, right? I'm missing the ingredient to make one. That's why. Alright. I don't really feel like burning anything. Everything else gives too much EXP. What I can do is come over here. Let's make it. That's what I use. It's the Animal Traveler, Kiki, Barbara, Official. Yeah. Wind, Ice. Kiki's Ice, right? Cryo? I think. Barbara's Hydro, Official is Electric. $10K. We do have the parts. We just need 10K monies. Guess what I have? Not money. Woo! Alright. And this is kind of the reason why every time I do the ley lines, it's always about the money. I always go for the money. I never not go for the money. I never have money. Oh, you want to be friends, by the way? These are my current set of friends. My UID has been on stream. I don't know if you want to send me a request if you feel like it or not, but... Yeah, feel free to send me an invite, or I could send you an invite if you want to do it that way, whichever works best for you. Well, these are like the people I've met, I just realized. Nice. AR-35, hey! Second highest. Nice. I want to get to AR-35, but the grind for that is going to take some time. I'm actually going to be focusing on school, which is why like today's stream is actually ending like right about now, by the way. And it's because I have to get to bed, rest, wake up tomorrow, do a lot of school, like review for my courses, and probably just stream more just dailies. It's mainly the BP right now, the 4 dailies, and then my weeklies. I don't think you can join lower level worlds. You can. It doesn't really benefit you in any way. I don't think I can join higher level worlds. I thought that was how that worked. Because I've had friends drop by my place. Yeah, I can't request to join you, but I can join these two because we're in the same world level or lower. So you can join me, I can't join you. Yeah, because higher world level things are stronger, right? So based off the game and what the game has decided, it assumes you're not strong enough for the monsters. They don't want you to be handicapped that much. Like, I view co-op mode as a bit of a handicap for the player, like whoever's whoever's hosting the co-op, unless whoever's joining is a much higher level. And that's just due to the fact that you can't freely switch between 4 characters. Your options become limited. The only real upside is the fact that you can have more than one character at once doing stuff, but you'll need proper team coordination for it to really work out. Like, my friend Kitty Loaf joined me the other, last night. Her units are crazy powerful, and her official just kind of like obliterated everything. We were doing the co-op event, and she managed to just simply, herself, practically murder everything on site. So, yeah, stuff like that can happen too, for sure, but it's not the most obvious thing. Okay, just gonna end that there. I got headed to bed. It's 1:41. Normally I'd probably stream until like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. The day ticks over, and I do my dailies again before getting off. But for today, that's it. Yeah, definitely one of my shorter streams. My shortest one so far, almost only 2.5 hours of gameplay. For I don't want to not stream. That's the thing. I don't want to not stream. So I'll have these shorter streams. And yeah, it's been wonderful seeing you again, Winter. Then again, we are kind of in the same Discord, so I don't really talk much there these days. But I do try to be pretty active whenever I can. I do read up on practically all of the general chats. I can't say all the chats. But anyways, yeah. Have a wonderful night. Bye. Ooh. Bye-bye. I'm gonna move myself over here. And let me just pull up some Streamlabs so I can roll the credits. Alright. Bye. Have a good night, everyone. See ya.